In this video, we're going to go through quadratic simultaneous equations. So here we've got a question that says x squared plus y squared equals to 25, which is the equation of a circle, with the radius being 5. We take the square root of 25. And then we have a straight line with an equation y minus 3x equals to 13. Now we need to find where the straight line intersects the circle in 2 points, meaning we're going to get 2 coordinates, one for x and y in the first intersection, and a second set of coordinates for x and y on the second point of intersection. So what we're going to do is we're going to first of all rewrite y. So we're going to write y equals 3x plus 13. Now that I've got that, I'm going to take y and substitute it into the first equation. So I've got x squared. Now I'm going to write y in red, which is going to be plus 3x plus 13. And I'm going to square this. And then that's going to be equal to 25. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply 3x plus 13 out over here. So we've got 3x plus 13, and we're going to square that term. Well, that basically just means 3x plus 13 times another 3x plus 13. Now that's going to be 3x times 3x, which is going to be 9x squared. 3 times 13 will give me 39 as an x, so 39x plus another 39x, and 13 squared will give me 169. So we get 9x squared. We're going to double 39. Okay, so we get 78. So we get 78x plus 169. So I'm now going to substitute that in this part of the equation. So I get x squared. Now we've already got that already, so I'm going to write it in red. 9x squared plus 78x plus 169. Now that is equal to 25. So what we can do here is simplify this. So x squared plus 9x squared will give me 10x squared plus 78x plus 169 minus 25 equals 0. So this will give me 10x squared plus 78x, and then we're going to do 169 minus 25, 169 minus 25, that will give me 144. So I get plus 144 equals 0. Now what I'm going to do is divide everything by 2. So we're dividing everything by 2. I will get 5x squared plus 39x plus half that will give me 72 equals 0. So what we've got here is a quadratic equation. I can use my calculator to solve that. So we can press menu, press the alpha button, press the minus key. You're going to press 2 for polynomial, and it's a quadratic, so it's going to have degree 2. So we can put the coefficients in. So we get 5x squared, 39, and that will give me 72. So I get minus 3 is my first solution. So what I'm going to do So we could write down the quadratic formula if you want. So you could write minus 39 plus or minus the square root of 39 squared minus 4 times 5 times 72 all divided by 2 times 5, and then we can get this from our calculator. So that will give me x is minus 3 and the other value of x we can get from our calculator, which is minus 24 over 5. So minus 24 over 5. So now that I've got that, I can now find out the values of y. So, well, we know what y is. We just said that y was 3x plus 13. So I'm going to write that here. Y equals 3x plus 13. Substitute it straight in. 3 times minus 3 plus 13. That gives me minus 9 plus 13. Y, 13 take away 9 is going to give me 4. So my first coordinate for the point of intersection is minus 3, 4. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. So y is 3 times the value of x, in our case is minus 24 over 5 plus 13. Put it straight into my calculator. So I do 3 times minus 24 over 5. So plus 13. And that will give me minus 7 over 5. I prefer to always leave my answer as fractions. So I'm going to leave it as minus 7 over 5. So that coordinate is minus 24 over 5. And then minus 7 over 5. And that's it. I've got my two solutions. That's how you write the two solutions there. Here's another question for you to try. You can pause the video, and when you're done, I will go through my work solution. Okay, welcome back. So we've got another question here. So we've got 2x squared minus y squared equals 17. X plus 2y equals to 1. And we want to solve this quadratic simultaneous equation for 5 marks. So the first thing I'm going to do is make x a subject. So I'm going to say that, well, x is going to be 1 minus 2y. Now, I'm going to substitute that into the first equation. So it's going to be 2 brackets 1 minus 2y squared minus y squared equals 17. So I need to work out what 1 minus 2y all squared is. So I'm going to do that over here. 1 minus 2y all squared means 1 minus 2y times another 1 minus 2y. And that's going to give me 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times minus 2y is minus 2y. Minus 2y times 1 is minus 2y. Minus 2y times minus 2y is positive 4y squared. Now that's going to simplify to give me 1 minus 4y plus 4y squared. So I'm going to take this now and substitute it into my equation. So it's going to be, so we've got to be careful, we've got a 2 on the outside. So it's 2 times 1 minus 4y plus 4y squared. So 1 minus 4y plus 4y squared goes there, minus y squared, minus y squared equals 17. So remember, we need to multiply all of this by 2. So we get 2 minus 8y plus 8y squared minus y squared equals to 17. So this will now give me, bringing everything on one side, I get 8y squared minus y squared minus 8y. Then we get plus 2 minus 17 equals to 0. So what I've done here is I've collected the like terms. So that will give me 7y squared minus 8y, and then 2 minus 17 is minus 15 equals to 0. So what I can do here is say, okay, so we've got 7y squared minus 8y minus 15. So let's use our calculator again. So we're going to go to menu, alpha minus, and you got 2, so it's 7, got a minus 8, got minus 15. First equals, so the first solution is y equals 15 over 7, or y equals minus 1. So now that we've got that, we can now find x, because we know that x is 1 minus 2y. So x is 1 minus 2y. So in our case, we're going to substitute what y is. So it's going to be x is 1 minus 2 times 15 over 7. So that's 1 minus 30 over 7. Okay, so then that will give me 1 minus, so we can work that out. So come back to our main menu. So I'm going to do 1 minus 30 over 7. So that gives me minus 23 over 7. So now we can do this one quite easily. So we can say x is 1 minus 2 times minus 1. So x is just going to be 1 plus 2. So x is going to be 3. So my coordinates are 3 and minus 1. And then finally, I'm going to end up with minus 23 over 7. And for y, we got 15 over 7. And that's it. There are your solutions.